Hello, everyone, and welcome to my little intro to Curse of Strahd,
That's it.
where we sit around the old table playing Dungeons and Dragons, throwing little dice, telling little stories, and little role playings. Thank you for joining us. We dive right back into the room of Barovia, as you all have completed a long rest.
You can hit the button.
Yeah, you can click that button away.
I'm scared. D&D Beyond. I'm scared
I
right
will.
now.
I will start with. We'll start with Theolova and Afro. As you guys complete a long rest, very well rested, he will begin a light morning instruction on techniques and things to commune. Go ahead and give me a religion check. See how well this works. This may actually work or not.
I am. When he wakes up, I'm kind of already fully dressed. Ooh, that's a natural 20 for a 22 on religion.
And then what would you be trying to do to your god?
So, as he was kind of I feel like his training and kind of speaking were almost meditative. Like he was
Yes.
kind of like lulling me, you know. And so because of that, I was able to enter a very deep sleep and had a little bit of clarity and reminder of my own ritualistic behaviors regarding my gods, and would remember that art and creativity is extremely important to them and being able to bring happiness and peace through that. So I would have jumped up after I felt well rested and woke up and started like drawing that little raven
Okay.
mural type thing on the wall with like whatever charcoal I may have dug out of my bag, and kind of using that as like my homage to my goddess through honoring the people that are here, but also like almost in a trance. Like I'm just continuing meditating, and it's like it's just flowing through me.
So there will be a brief moment in which while you're kind of doing creativity, just feel the presence of your deity, but the image you kind of get, you zone out, and you're kind of pumped into that meditative state, is that there is this beautiful message of what they look like, but there seems to be this extremely tall barrier that's not letting them get to. They're there, you've seen them, just cannot quite come.
If I have moments of lucidity during this, I would have just like tried to emanate that feeling of like I haven't gone anywhere, I haven't deserted you, my faith is still here. I don't understand what's blocking a connection right now, but please know that I'm still reaching for this connection, and that I'm working on it. And then anything that's divine that you can help, wear away this wall.
As you communicate that to them, you see that they're balanced with something, but there's
it'll still bring me peace to know like they're somehow receiving something, even if it's just they're saying, I don't hear you, I don't know.
In the distance, kind of off to the side, like if you're relating this, there's a large storm cloud or set storm clouds that are just kind of pressing at very dark mountains. And that's when you'll kind of come to.
And when I do, I'll definitely feel like, especially to Afram, kind of a very wholly different person. Just like have a little bit of peace that I can grasp onto and hold on to the knowledge that like there was always that irrational fear like my gods were killed and I don't have support. Like now I know at least they're there and that they can still see me even if it's through a fog. And so now I'm kind of getting back to my stride and like saying, I don't know what the situation is, I can't fix the past, but I've been in worse situations in my opinion and I've made my way out. So that should be the feeling of just like a little bit less heavy-hearted. Definitely still heavy-hearted.
Okay. And then I'm assuming once that is kind of concluded, you've got the down. See Esmeralda is down there speaking with Tavio. They will nod, acknowledge that you're there. You can saddle up next to them or if you wish. Have a table with your choice.
I'll probably gather a table, but just acknowledge the bartender and just again less crazy looking. Just say thank you for your hospitality, and I look forward to our future converging again.
Okay. So then I dive back into the room with the three.
Where it happened, perhaps?
So Rhodes did stay in our room last night?
I would assume so, yes.
Came back when it was all quiet.
Came back later.
There will be a knock at the door in which Rhodes will volunteer to grab it. Goes, answers the door. There's light conversation. He steps outside for a few moments, and while he's outside, two of you.
Should we wake up refreshed?
You have completed a long rest, but you still feel cold. Also, like,
I think before there's any like waking up and noise, Ben's always been a light sleeper, just the nature of what he does. So I think he probably wakes up his little spoon. For a moment, and he kind of like nestles in a little bit into the big strong arm.
Okay. I'd like each one of you to roll me a d6.
Little. Yes.
Ben's just middle.
Like Russian nesting dolls.
3.
And Fialova, if you would, when you get down to the roll d6 as well.
Yeah. I don't know why I need 5. Damn it.
The 3s and the numbers that you rolled represent the amount that your hit point maximum has been used.
Oh, no.
So you lost 3 points.
Or
you
5.
lost 5. So you go to the maximum adjustment. You're getting the feeling as if you are slowly being tethered and siphoned of your life to the land. This will continue until you go to this. And you are now part of the room.
Okay. I think in that moment of like got fucking timers on this.
What?
I think in that moment, kind of waking up and recognizing while I'm in a sandwich, and I'm just the happiest little boy in the world. I probably close my eyes again, and I try to go back to that same place. And I just very quietly say, deal with me.
Oh, so you're trying to get back to your previous place? Okay. It takes a moment, but you hone in on that to where this traveling hut has kind of parked itself in this kind of swamp visage, if you will. You're going to see standing at the door, illuminated or backlit with flickering light, this very old hag-like figure, and says, "You are whole. I have answered and granted your wish."
I feel like a little piece of me is gone.
But everyone will stay together as one whole, is what you'll hear. As the others fall, so too will they join the ranks.
You're awfully crafty, aren't you, Aunt? What shall I
There's
call
just
you?
this nasty, gnarly, toothy smile with maybe a bug filtering through the teeth.
I just chuckle for a second. What shall I call you?
You can call me Auntie Lasaka.
Nice.
There will be something that is, you can create it if you wish, but there will be something to indicate it as if she now owns your mind, your soul, or whatever. It's similar, I think it was like the silver spoon that you kept?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Now you can see whatever this visage is has been now traded, bargained for, or turned over from Grandmama.
Yeah. Okay. Well, can't wait to meet you in person. Quick question. Am I just gonna be dying for the rest of my life?
Naughty. And then you will just kind of snap out of your...
At that point, do we wake up?
Yes, you guys would kind of fully awaken. Rhodes would step back inside after having answered the door, etc., etc.
Just the
Or
cutest
feel
little
of
wake
it.
up in the world. He's gonna do like a little stretch, like a little cat thing. Good morning, everybody.
Yep. I would like to always kind of associate like her god with not like violence, but there's definitely some like extreme like he's about justice and like law and order and stuff. So it's like usually that's done with force in a lot of cases. So if we're all not leaving immediately, I think she would like try to get her adrenaline up, like talk to him. Just
Okay.
like whether that's running around the block or something.
Sure. Yeah, like
Yeah.
morning jog or something
Yeah.
like that. Sure.
So like no armor or anything. I'm not trying to like
Yeah.
wake
gotcha.
up the entire neighborhood. But just like trying to do that.
You want to commute to your...
Yeah.
Yep, go ahead and roll a religion.
Yep, that's gonna work out for me. Oh, okay. 19.
So there is that moment in which you kind of hit that plateau that you need to hit, kind of establish that connection. You can feel that there's something there, but you can see like there's this barrier between, very similar kind of this. You can see like you're almost like in a field. You look across, there's a large dark river. On the other side of this river stands this visage of or deity, what represents it. It's trying to yell to you or communicate, but you cannot quite make it out. You can see them in the distance, but you can't quite connect with them. And on the opposite side, so the right side, this intense storm at below. It's blowing at an angle to where it's not going straight across, it's kind of coming at you. About it.
Jump in the river. Okay. Yeah, I would return back to the inn after that. Kind of feeling a little
hollow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I would suit up and everything,
Sure.
like armor on.
And then Rhodes and Ben, what do you wish to do?
I'll ask Ben to come with me to go get our cart.
Oh,
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So you guys will travel kind of towards the entrance of the city gate there. You will find where you stashed your cart or had your cart. Your horse will be ready to go, fed. We'll say, obviously, taken care of. Get out of the cart. And
yeah, I just ride it back to the inn.
Sure.
Rhodey, how is it having Avram back?
Oh, it's a little strange, but
the horse looks back. And then
Do we have another human as a horse?
Horse looks back. And then looks forward.
Oh God, what is this horse's name?
It's Rumbles.
Rumbles.
Rumbles and ridges.
How is the cart doing?
It's maintaining. It can still be. I mean, if they were to inspect it, they would probably condemn it, but it still moves.
Cool.
The wheels are flat.
So it's. Have you and Avram had a chance to speak?
Briefly. Although it seems he is quite connected to his purpose in this land, as one would be after many years of being on pilgrimage.
Or many years as a horse,
Quite different
I would
people.
imagine. Sort of plodding forward over and over again.
Yeah.
Can't imagine what that must be like.
The horse looks back. The horse looks forward.
The horse might be Strahd.
Excuse me, horse, are you Strahd?
Horse looks back.
Fuck!
Horse looks
We must
back.
kill it.
Horse shrug.
It dies today.
You guys will find yourself outside the Blue Water Inn, which you had your long rest. You gather inside.
Before we do, I'll just say, Ben, perhaps sometime we could have a conversation. In your real ones.
Oh.
I imagine Ben is like getting ready to hop off the cart. He'll just kind of freeze for a second. And he'll like sit up and look over at you. Okay.
We all have our secret.
Oh!
What would you like to know, Rhodey?
I don't need to know anything. Just I still trust you.
No,
No, I'm just kidding.
Fucking kill this horse.
I don't trust this damn horse.
It is.
Strahd has gaslit us into not trusting animals
or anything.
You know, Rhodes. Yours was the only voice I heard. You all talk about the twilight, how you're ushering things light and dark or dark and light. It really was like us sitting around a campfire in the dark. Hard for us to warm ourselves again. Your voice is what kept me going.
As the accent is broken.
Well, that's good to know. That is the goal. It's the one thing that will see us through.
I'll just very, not romantically, but affectionately, just kind of place my hand on Rudy's knee. Rhodes, I do hope that we get out. I hope we can remain.
I would like that.
Well, let's go save Irina.
Okay, so you guys go into the tavern. At this point, everybody has kind of made their way into the main tavern.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, before, and it's not a secret, I'm not like doing it quietly. I'm just gonna talk to Rudolph about my gods and see if they know of any like local worshippers. There are 3 gods in one, so like there's a chance there could be somebody connected to one of them.
Rudolph would be able to tell you that most of the places that he's encountered that would have guy or worshipped or followed have been sunk or desecrated. Not that there may not be followers out there that are kind of living secret.
Yeah.
But,
Okay. I would also have a question for him, just because of his like look
shoot
at us last night.
Mm-hmm.
I would actually ask him, like, he intently focused on Ben, Philova, and myself at a single point last night.
Yeah.
I would like to know why.
He adjusts his glasses and says, I think
Okay, so I'm right.
you doubt yourself, is what he says.
No.
Then I guess you're right. That's what it says.
Is there a way I can fix it?
Time will tell, is what he says. I'm not certain. I'm a hunter.
We could use your skills if we all survive this.
Oh, sorry, what?
Yeah, that's all I wanted to ask him.
Okay, everyone looks around. Does everybody get some food and drink?
Yeah, some food,
Awesome.
some water.
Yep.
Rhodes will pull out of the side at the point.
What is it?
First of all, the holy symbol that you hold. Look at one of our own who had been. Perhaps you would want to.
He reflects back. He was there in horse form, but he does remember. I see.
Also, I don't remember the specifics, but do you know how this land traps people? How does it turn people?
Okay, so he will tell you in his brief amount of time, essentially, that the land is a living entity. It is actually separate from Strahd. Influenced heavily by the corruption of Strahd. And essentially, it is like been segregated or separated from. It's like a pocket dimension inside of the Shadowfell. It's more or less meant to kind of keep Strahd from leaving. It's like his own personal sandbox or prison, however you want to look at it. The souls that die here typically will be tethered here. Some of which he kind of looks around. He keeps his own hush between you and him. Some of which could be like he'll like subtly nod to where you can see people that are a little bit less jovial, very monotone. You even remember the barkeep back in Barovia who just literally polished a glass and set it on the top. Probably one who's been just here for centuries. Those that are able to escape, as he will say, he has found or discovered that they become or add to the mist. So the mist is essentially a collection of souls that are lost, trapped, and unable to escape, tortured, whatever. They will, as you probably may know, they will. It's like, gnash and pull and everything at you, create nightmares to consume you, to make you feel their pain. Sure.
Above table, does that mean that us three will be somewhat immune to the mist?
Or would it be more gung-ho to try to get us?
We don't have anything to steal.
Don't know.
That's also true.
Remember, you are considered undead, but you are not like
zombie undead. We're
slowly dying.
Fiends.
Aren't we all after a certain age?
I assume you heard some of the arguments.
No, whatever do you mean, is what he says.
Okay, she's not subtle. What do you want from me?
I still don't really know because I was dead asleep. I was sleeping like the dead in Avram's comfortable arms, and he was so warm.
Yep.
So I'm just kind of like, I don't know what they're talking about undead.
So
I'm
Rhodes
fine.
kept us warm last night?
Rhodes is like, why is it so cold in here?
Shivering
your feet and hands are like icicles. Stop.
Get them off of me.
Feel that pain. Yeah. Yes, he heard a good portion of the conversation while he was not trying to disrupt. Yes, but I would not give up hope, obviously, as he will say, kind of with the religion that this is why we're here, solve problems and help those that need help.
That inspires Rhodes that he's been down.
Good. Your friend has a lot of issues to work through. Once I feel she's in a more stable connection, then we can reconnect. But I'm here for you. I'll put his arm on your shoulder. I'm gonna get some. Breakfast arrives. For those of you who had ordered it, it is a fairly hearty breakfast.
Is our food still bland?
When you eat it, it is a little. There's flavor, but it's like it is bland.
Like Coke flavor.
Yeah.
Oh, so we all just have COVID.
Perfect. Easy.
We just have magical COVID, guys. It's fine.
They're gonna have it. They're gonna have a vaccine in like 2 years. We're fine.
Yeah.
Drinks are also very bland. They have a little bit more flavor, especially if they're alcoholic. But
do we have weird cravings, like subconsciously for like brains, for instance?
no.
Okay, I'm just making sure I don't need to like worry
Just
about eating my
weird,
friends
yeah.
soon.
No.
Let me ask you this question: do I have access to my spell list yet?
You would, yeah.
If I think upon the first taste of taking a sip of like the soup or whatever the fuck we're eating for breakfast,
Right.
and, like not really tasting anything, I think I'm gonna like just inherently get, oh, you went totally dark.
No, I'm back.
Okay.
Trying to.
I think just, and then this is probably how he discovers that there's like a little something extra to him. He will go, man, I really wish this had a little bit more flavor. And I'm going to cast Prestidigitation, which allows me to add flavor to whatever I want within a cubic sphere. So I think in my mind, everybody's food at the table gets significantly more flavorful.
Yes.
Just cause. Just like a...
Yeah,
But not ours.
Yeah.
Ours is probably still dead, right?
So, like, yeah, It's a little bit better, but still very bland. To whereas everybody else is like, okay, that's a little over on the salt with pepper, or a little bit of pepper. They kind of,
Why are you using so much hot sauce?
I just can't taste anything.
yeah.
I keep a little strap on me of
Now,
hot chili.
granted, you still feel the rumblies in your tumblies, as Pooh Bear would say, but so you still feel the need to eat and consume food to sustain, but it's also to where sometimes your appetite is not as it was because food sucks.
Yeah.
Literally.
So,
do we get like a slab of meat at breakfast?
it's more of like either like a cream of wheat or oat or
Okay.
a porridge or even like a grits kind of breakfast.
Put everything into one bowl and I eat it that way.
Yeah, it's probably the only time you'd be able to eat all that together.
Yeah.
It's like, bland.
Yeah,
taste.
let's just add everything together and then I dump my hot chili oil on
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
You're gonna notice that Fialova is just putting on that like fake cheer. It's definitely a hollow feeling, but I'm trying to like fake it till I make it. I'm just like, this is fine, everything is great, I slept good, and Avram protected me. Like I'm just like blindly trying to force myself into like having a little bit of a sunnier disposition. But I'm definitely not eating. Like I'm just like pushing my food around and like avoiding eating it. And I'm basically just assuming like I'm out here alone on this island. Like I'm fine. This is just an adjustment. Nobody else is feeling these weird things. I'm just cold because I'm depressed, and everything's gonna be fine. Like
Yeah, you watch Niley put everything into one bowl and just like not even enjoying it, just eating it as fast as she can.
resuscitated.
Yeah,
But you'll definitely
very soldier like. Like this is what they would have to do all the time.
I'm drinking my tea. I'm taking in some calories, but really very much just like distracting everyone from my not eating by just like
Nothing changes about that. He is this happy, chatty, cheery, put on top. Has anybody seen Celeste and Mora? Are they an item now? Did we miss
right
that?
now?
They are not down here.
Oh, are they like evening prayer?
I think Niley would go up to Celeste's room,
Sure.
see if she was there.
And knock on the door.
Yeah, and then go in.
It's unlocked.
The knock was customary.
It's,
yeah.
It's
Knock it
It's
open.
vacant. Literally vacant. Window is open. There's a cool breeze coming through. The beds don't look like they've been slept in.
Any of their stuff there?
Oh, shit's gone.
I'm not there.
I would walk back downstairs.
Are we going to be leaving soon, is what Esmeralda will say.
Celeste and Nymora are gone.
I'll take that as a no, is what she says.
Their stuff is gone. Everything about them is gone.
Oh.
Everything. The beds don't even look slept in. The window was open. I don't know if that was the way they got out.
The
Or...
signs of struggles?
No, it looked like a put together room.
Did they knock on our door this morning?
Who knocked on the door this morning?
Yeah.
Oh.
Insight check.
He acknowledges.
Yeah.
Insight check.
On the innkeeper?
On the... Oh, no, that was the innkeeper who came to the door.
17?
Oh.
16.
It was the innkeeper that came to the door.
Literally was the innkeeper.
Okay, if the innkeeper's within earshot, we'll be like, did you see them leave? The people we were sitting with last night. The one looked almost like me.
No, literally.
Less charged, though.
I was given a letter. That's what it says.
From whom?
From one of your compatriots.
We should probably hand it over.
I don't have it.
Rhodes? Do you have the letter?
I don't know.
Who has the letter?
Insight check.
We're given a letter?
Who did you give it to?
I gave it to him. That's what he says.
I received word about our carriage, which is why we treated it. It paid down payment for that yesterday.
The innkeeper doesn't know what was in the letter because it was sealed.
But one of our compatriots gave you that letter.
Yes. Girl, woman. It gives a description of... let me get the name name right, Celeste.
I don't know why you're looking at me. I've never been able to control her a day in her life.
So you received notice that the cart was ready, but you feel like you gave the letter to him. Where did you give it to him? When you knocked on the door?
No, but he definitely got the letter. That's why they went and
That
got
was
the cart.
exactly what happened this morning.
Oh,
he knocked on
okay.
the door and gave him the letter, said this was left for you.
Do you happen to have that lucky road?
Maybe they went on ahead without us or went out shopping.
They're not one to really jump into violence or action. So, unless they got a lead, maybe they just went out and looked for...
I would like to go up to their... I say, oh, sorry, I think I forgot something in my room. And I'm going to go up to their room.
Sure. Easy enough. You go up there. The door was not closed.
Nope.
I would like to investigate the room for any signs of indication of whether it was rushed when they left or not rushed when they left. When any indication of kind of like I'll peek out the window and see if there are like some tracks that look like theirs on the way.
Go through an investigation.
You know what? I'm gonna burn my inspiration from last session for this.
I didn't.
You're not there.
I'm not there.
My investigation takes me to a 23.
You're pretty certain by looking at the room, it looks as if there's no foul play. There was no indications or marks. Like it wasn't even entered into, really. Because if I remember correctly, I don't even think they took a short rest.
Mm-hmm.
So they may have never even went into this room.
Oh, it looks like a fresh hotel room.
It looks, yes, like it has not been slept in or entered into.
And nobody saw them leave.
I would walk around the building to see if, like, I saw the window was open. Maybe they climbed down at one point.
I mean, there is possibility that any skilled adventurer of 3 or higher could probably climb out this window.
I don't see anything, though, outside, like, around.
You could try a survival check.
Yeah, might as well.
While they're researching...
No, it's a 5.
I was going to say, while they're researching, I would have definitely dragged Avram out to meet the new horse to be sure that the horse is not a person. I assume that somehow he would know, because he was a horse at one point. So
he would be slightly confused as why he would know, but he puts his head to the horse's head and goes...
Okay. You know, I'm only doing this because it's obviously awful for anybody to be trapped in a creature they're not.
Yeah, I will sympathize with that.
So, okay, now we can resume whatever we were doing. It just was an anxiety.
Seem off about Rhodes? Like, based on our interaction that we had on the cart, and does anything seem off at all?
It can, but
17.
I feel like Rhodes has been pretty baseline Rhodes. There's been nothing to tip your hand.
Yeah, I need you to start explaining more.
You had a 17 on the insight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say there may have been a conversation that seemed to kind of flesh forward towards the front of your head, maybe that you had in secret yourself. Where the fuck is Solar?
When you say a conversation that I had myself, you're talking about the sending conversation?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
That, like, in theory, it should not have been interceptable, that conversation with real conversation, or it was an odd thing that Rhodes brought this up.
No, I'm talking about the conversation that took place that you had in secret when you went on your stroll.
With Nymora.
Correct. You think on that while the rest of us play this game.
I would meet around back at the front of the building, a little more panic. And
business as usual in the streets. They
Yeah.
are cleaning up the mess. They are kind of dealing with the aftermath, but everybody seems standoffish with you a little bit. They're not rude, but obviously they're like outsiders. It seems as if this entire town is preparing for some sort of festival, or was at one point. I think I noticed or said that. If not, we're retconning it.
You did.
But carry on.
I'm out there petting the horse. Celeste missing?
She's not in a room. I don't know why she would run off.
Nymora is not a good influence.
Well, I
No,
will
Nymora,
agree with
no,
you.
no. Nymora is fine. I just had a conversation with her last night. We went on a little stroll.
Was Celeste with you?
No. It was just me and Nymora. We spoke of what happened to me. Spoke of she was checking in on you quite often. Something's
On who?
tickling at my brain, and I can't quite put my finger on it. So she seemed like herself. She was asking many questions about my grandmother. She was asking many questions about what happened to me when I went to Barovia. She spoke. Something's wrong. I can't put my finger on it, but something is wrong.
I'm gonna use thaumaturgy because we're out on the street
No.
and scream, "Free ale!" and then just start watching for Celeste's face to pop out of the building.
That's actually really good. I'll give you an inspiration for that.
I already have inspiration.
A lot of
Thank you.
people are starting to migrate towards the sound of free ale. Crowd coming to the Blue Water Inn.
I poked my head back.
But after a couple minutes, you do not see any sign of Celeste.
That was my best try.
It was a good one, to be honest.
Like, Ismark comes out like,
what?
I was just hiding you guys.
Yeah, because I got sketched out.
Wait, Rudy.
No.
Clear. Your letter said that the cart was ready.
Well, yes.
And Celeste gave the innkeeper that letter.
Maybe
Okay.
they went out. I mean, they could have just gotten the letter out in the morning on the road. They're a part of our party. They were with us.
They were doing their own thing on a short rest.
In fact, it was the benefactor who gave us the horse specifically gave it to us because of Nymora's actions.
Very good.
I'm gonna give my bro at the bar 15 gold to supplement the free ales I screamed about.
This should cover it, he says very angrily as he starts tapping into various wines, which he's like, damn, he seems frustrated. We're all out of this wine. The delivery is delayed. I'm so frustrated with this.
I am so frustrated with this. Like,
the Wizards of Wines are not living up to their name, is what he'll say, and he continues to serve ales and things. Like, free ale, I'll take a free ale.
well, if Celeste isn't here, we could give him the magical cask of wine that never ends.
That's not true.
Mark's voice in the back of my head, like, you would
just a haunting echo.
Bring him back.
Don't do it.
I would be asking people, like guards and stuff, like if they've seen someone who literally looks like me, a little panicky, obviously.
The ones that you ask, damn, no, I haven't seen. I mean, one of them is like, well, I've seen her with her friend, but that was like when things were crazy, and I've seen all of them together. I haven't seen.
Kind of like, I don't know, like confused thank yous afterwards, just like, okay, thanks, like moving on very quickly, like
sure.
I think I would go to where you got the horse from, like almost seeing, like kind of trying to put it together.
Esmeralda is going to approach you and say, Benjamin,
not my name. Okay.
Are we going to leave soon? We're wasting time.
Yes, we're wasting time, but we are missing important compatriots to us, and something seems off. And you said Strahd could appear to be anyone, or Rudy said that, and for the first time, I think Ben looks actually confused. Like he is sitting there going, like, wait, is something like I can keep track of where everybody is. I've been keeping track of where everybody is. I've been mapping out their patterns, their behaviors. If I ever needed to impersonate
them. She puts a finger to your lip to shut you up. She gives you a kiss on the cheek, and she says, stop. Breathe. Focus. You're in Barovia, is what she says. You cannot be the keeper or knower of everything. There's a reason I chose you to come here, is what she says. Your skills are very much required to help these people.
I want to take, kind of with her saying that, I want to close my eyes, kind of take a cleansing breath, and I would love if you'll allow it to do a history check to the conversation I had with,
Sure.
what's her name?
Nymora.
Apparently I'm forgetting everything now. And the specific moment that felt off. Okay, it's not bad. 17.
You get closer. It was more towards the end of the conversation, but you can't lock it down because you missed it by one. Give you that much.
End of the conversation. Bob. Who else is just Esmeralda with us?
Or Octavio is getting agitated that people are crowding the bars. He was trying to write in his journal, do his research. I think everyone else is probably filtered in.
Rhodes will go with Miley to show you. You said you wanted to go and speak to them.
Yeah, see if they stopped by there. They had another horse or something.
Okay, so
I'm sticking with
they are
you.
Leaving.
I'm gonna look at.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at
Wherever
Esmeralda
happens.
and say, I think Strahd knows what we're looking for.
For sure.
I think he knows.
And what brilliant deduction did you have to bring at this point?
I think he was Nymora. She knew too much. She asked too many questions. Something happened at the end of our conversation. I can figure this out. Give me 5 minutes, and I'm gonna find just a place of peace, like a place.
Not the bar.
No, it's crowded down there.
Yeah.
The street's clear now.
Actually, what I want to do is I want to go back to the intersection where we sat there and had our conversation.
Sure.
And I want to look for. There are 2 things I want to look for. I want to look for my footprints that took us there to the intersection, and I want to see if there was actually a second set of footprints with me.
Sure. That's a survival check, and hold your number. We'll go to you as you go to the lady. Oh, welcome back. Says that Rhodes. Something I can do for you? Is the horse not cooperating?
Oh, no, it's fine.
Have you seen my sister? She looks almost like me. She was with the friend who saved your child and dog, I think.
I have indeed seen your sister and the friend who
When, this morning?
That was yesterday.
Okay, well, thank you.
Is there something else I can do, perhaps?
You can keep an eye, and if you see them, let them know that we are looking.
We'll definitely do that.
Thank you. And as we're walking away, Niley's gonna kind of talk out loud. So Celeste would not want any type of confrontation. Maybe Nymora talked her into just abandoning the mission.
Are there any
So
other...
Nymora's the bad seed now. Okay.
Every single time we've had like confrontation, Nymora has been like, "I don't want to get involved."
Does that?
Is there another bar around here?
No.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Like,
we're like, let's
we
check out
might
the
be
local
trying
bars.
might be trying to call hoofbeats zebras right now.
Yeah.
Would you ever know Celeste to do that? To run off?
Without even a word to you, specifically?
I'll be honest. This mission that we went on for the Queen, the Duchess?
Yeah, it was Duchess.
Duchess. It was the first time we've seen each other in years. I wasn't home often.
Okay.
Once I started following the club. So I don't know what happened.
You hear a tiny voice in your head say, "Gladful big sister." Very familiar voice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that your mom?
No.
What his will be at this point. You'll watch.
Oh, it's not a feminine voice.
It's not a feminine voice.
It's a male.
Okay. You'll watch as she kind of just shakes her head. And she'll be like, I had greater things to pursue. And Celeste had her own path she had to follow. So I don't know. She's not always been on the right side of the law, or the right thing to do for the most part.
Afram will say, okay, I feel like she is breathing into. She is twitching a lot, stammering on her words.
Everyone.
Theolova and I and Ben aren't alive.
Yeah. From you screaming it.
What?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, Theolova didn't know though. The cold feeling.
I'm like
feeling.
halfway through a cartwheel or some ridiculous fake fun thing, and I'm like,
splat into a puddle.
oh, what? I look at Avram too, like, are you holding out on me, bro? Like, what else don't I know?
I literally had an idea. That's what he says, but it didn't.
Is that why I'm so goddamn cold?
Why we are.
I was
God's damn cold.
I was. Yes, that's what he said.
I did
all tactfulness out of a conversation. And now Celeste is gone, and if Nymora,
You said she's capable.
Yes,
Well,
she avoids trouble when she wants to.
And she's made it this far on her own without the help of your sister.
Yes.
I'm going to.
Perhaps we let her do. Unless you feel it could be.
Remember when the attack happened? All of us were racing to church.
And they weren't.
They weren't. But that's just who they are.
Run from danger.
Roguish types.
I don't know if it's Strahd. It's everything is Strahd. Everything here is Strahd. I feel like he's in my head most of the time.
Oh, it ain't him. Switch my Eric. That I said.
Excuse me?
Only I can hear it?
Yeah, you're the only
I will
one.
look around.
It's familiar. It's starting to come back to your memory.
Oh, fuck. Oh, man. Okay.
Do we know about this and I forget?
No.
No.
Okay,
No.
okay.
No.
I'm gonna cast Sending
That's what a DM's supposed to do. He's supposed to bring up trauma from your past.
to trying to reach Celeste, because I cannot care less about Nymora at this point.
Okay.
And I only care about Celeste because she's your blood.
Yeah.
And I'll say, woke up this morning, did not see you. Where are y'all at? Still in Barovia? Balaki? Question mark? Are you safe?
Question mark.
Question mark's not a real sentence.
Alright,
Talk to
alright.
text. Are you safe?
It goes
You can respond to
through.
this
You can
message.
feel the magic leave. It goes through. You can feel that it connected to wherever it connect, but there'll be no reply.
I relay this.
As you guys ponder this, let's go over to you coming to those crossroads again.
Okay.
As the streets are pretty clear now, because Friel.
So I don't know if you will allow me to do this, but I forgot that I have an ability that lets me bump my ability scores if it's a failure. And had that happen, I would have used Psi Bolstered Knack to kind of open up my mind palace and bump my history score by a D8.
Let's just call it a panicked lack of remembering, and now we have to focus on survival.
Okay, so my survival score was an 18, and if it is a failure, I would like to add...
Would you like to use your Psi Bolstered Knack?
Yes, I do. I want to use it.
Okay.
It's a 24.
That will be just good enough, because it would have been easier had a stampede of people that waved their way for the free ale.
Sure.
You do find partial prints you believe to be yours, and you can see kind of the boot print that would match up with where you were and matches up with Nymora. So yes, it was like a legit.
It actually happened.
Yeah, it actually happened.
Oh, what the fuck did she say to me?
If you had notes, you could use them.
Siblings keep secrets was the last thing I said in that meeting.
Yeah.
Why do we all have fucking secrets?
Because you all are fuckeries. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just good at my job and I weave crazy stories. I don't know.
She kept
The internet
on,
would probably
she
say I
kept
saw
on like
that.
referring to like the devil and like the devils chase you, and she was asking all these fucking questions about
Excuse me, sir, are you okay?
I go
This
bolting.
person looks at you.
I go bolting. Wait, somebody talk to me?
Yeah, you're talking to yourself in the middle of the street. And they're like, hello, are
His
you
bro's
okay?
not participating in that.
I wheel on them and I go, did you see me having a conversation here last night?
No, just now, talking to yourself.
Well, yes, I am talking to myself. I'm trying to figure something out. Have you seen a pair of women? And I will give a exact description of Celeste and Nymora. Better yet, I will disguise self into Nymora.
Oh my gods! And he takes off running immediately.
Fuck! Bone that.
No, I haven't! Is what he yells as he runs away.
Goddamn spell for nothing. I'm gonna go racing back to...
We'd be going back to the inn.
Okay, so you guys can... I would say that everybody converges back on the inn then. Ben is probably winded as he has sprinted across,
She said to me last night, and I'm gonna point right at Niley, that siblings have secrets. What is going on with Celeste? What is she hiding from?
Okay. 2 steps. I don't know. It's the first one. Also, why would Nymora know about Celeste's secret? They just met.
All I know is, and we know they're Aasimar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You, my dear, are not a fallen angel. Celeste, my dear, is a fallen angel. Siblings keep secrets. Something is going on with Celeste and Nymora.
Go ahead. Tell your secrets, what you hear in your head.
Listen, we were growing up. I left. Follow my path. Our mother died while I was gone.
Bullshit.
I couldn't make the funeral. Celeste might have done things in her youth. I'm not aware of them. We haven't talked in a long time. This was the first
Insight
time
check.
we connected.
Insight check.
Ah! Oh no, he gets it no matter what.
22 for me.
10.
23 for me.
You're a horrible poker player.
Yeah.
You are like oozing.
She's panicked
lies.
now. Hearing that voice is not helping.
Oh, I know.
Sorry, how is this spell?
It's not. We need to go get the relics, and they'll be fine. They've been fine, I'm sure.
I would agree with that.
See, let's just
What if
go.
Nymora has her under her control?
I'm gonna
we
take
don't know anything about this lady.
I'm just gonna take my dagger off my side, flip it around, slam it on the table, into the table. We talk now. Secrets are not okay. That is a bargain I break. And I'm gonna leave it just like that.
For once,
Spicy.
For once, I'm actually going to take Ben's part and be like, I'm not trying to accuse you of anything, Niley, but like, I'm not trying to start another chapter of this before we have a little bit of clarity on this, because I'm obviously, my sanity's fragile.
Rhodes, I'm not sure about the choice.
From
All right.
I'm except for you, yeah. I'm fine.
fragile.
Just a moment. We still have our goals. We are still very much on a timeline.
Yes.
How about everyone at the end goes and packs the card, pairs, possibly even get a head start on camp. Niley, me and you perhaps should go check in with the guard station just to be sure that no...
Yes, I agree with that.
Bet you. Would you hear a voice in your head?
She'll keep kind of shaking her head, just like little
ticks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ridding the thought almost.
Yeah, she's totally bullshitting you guys, by the way. Like, everybody...
Yeah, she leaves
Everybody in Barovia literally knows he's lying.
Just little kids like, why is that lady lying?
Right?
Shut the hell up.
This is what we don't do, son. Perfect
Yeah,
example.
the minute Rhodes says that, Niley will almost storm out.
I'm gonna put myself
I
between her
will
and the
leave
door.
word with the bar.
No, you're
the
not.
barkeep.
You're not going though, because I'm putting myself between you and the door.
We go.
You're gonna put yourself between me and the
Yeah,
door?
100%.
There's not a 0% chance that they went ahead and went to the camp to scout ahead or whatever. If
Sisters.
we leave word with the barkeep that we're going there, I trust him to keep.
Thanks, as he's buried behind a bunch of people trying to serve them.
And it.
Bruh, I'll give you another set of money. Like,
And
money means nothing to me at this point.
at,
Like, I trust him to keep our secret until he sees somebody that he believes he can trust to give it to.
Ben's gonna drop the tone in his voice, and he's gonna go, Niley, you don't understand.
Ah, his voice is different.
I gave Nymora my name.
Your name?
Whatever creature I made a bargain with holds a leash on me. Nymora holds a leash on me. I gave her my name. This is not a time for secrets.
I would imagine they're kind of like chest to chest, like literally like unmovable force meets unstoppable object kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like the Hulk
Yeah.
looking down at
Yeah.
Captain America.
Sure, pretty much. More like Hawkeye, but it's fine.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even more
I'll
useless.
also lower my voice. And my secret has nothing to do with this. And my secret cannot come back and haunt me.
Oh, but it already is.
Oh, but it already is.
See, he gets it.
You're the worst voice in my head.
Is this the same wizard from Delay the
No.
Paimon's head?
No.
It's the same.
No.
My secret again has nothing to do with this.
Is Rhodes still nearby?
Is who?
Rhodes?
Oh yeah, I'm right.
I'm
next to him.
imagining it's like the room again.
Yeah, he's like.
Almost trying to
Against
get in
the door.
between, but like, yeah.
He's nearby.
I'm gonna look over over Niley's shoulder and go, Rhodes, do you remember what you said to me when I was in the house?
Most of it, yes.
Insight check. It's a 19.
2 insight check.
I think
Yeah,
Rhodes would remember. I think Corey doesn't remember everything.
No. I'm trying to get a feel for like if Rhodes is Rhodes, or if we're being guided down another fucked up path.
Okay, fair enough. I would say Rhodes is Rhodes.
Yeah, I think Rhodes believes. So he's not under any sort of spell, and he believes what's happening right now is what needs to happen. So
I'll look at Ben and be like, I will tell you, but out of respect, I'm not telling anyone else.
He's gonna look around to the group for a second. Are Rudy and Ez there?
I mean, they're in the vicinity, but they are letting you work through whatever, patiently waiting to try to get on with defeating Strahd.
I'll give you your privacy, and I'll walk away. And Rhodes is going to have a conversation with Barkeep that.
Sure.
I'll go behind the bar and start helping pour some ales while he's trying to keep up.
Sure.
To help you get some privacy. Do you want us to leave?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
And technically, Corey already knows because Bree spilled the beans, but I don't know if Corey remembers. But...
Okay.
They do not.
Oh, yay!
So
Perfect.
everybody can leave except for Rhodes. You approach the barkeep.
Yes. He will do it as stealthily as he can.
Roll still.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you can do that.
That is a Fine.
Okay.
Please. I guess I'll give a gold piece,
Sure.
and I will just say, please have someone walk off. It's my sheet.
Oh, fair enough. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I would have had a chance.
Okay. Fair enough.
Sorry if I just made that even more complicated than it.
Holds the gold up. He's fine. He knows how to handle this. Okay. Anything else? So,
Oh, well, he'll order drinks.
oh, sure.
He'll order herbal tea.
Sure. They will prepare it and provide it. And sit in the back end.
And he will stand there and wait for
The tea.
so that they have the privacy.
Okay. So the two of you find a place to have a private conversation.
Right in the doorframe because I want to watch the conversation with Rhodes and the barkeep because I'm gonna perception check and read their. I'm just kidding. Let's go find somewhere private.
I was gonna say, I think Niley would walk to the guard station with you, and it would be like a walking and talking, where
Great.
like her still mission is to try to find Celeste, but also tell you.
Amazing. Great.
I would keep my voice as low as it could be, obviously in a moving city, but
Sure.
like,
Yep.
still loud enough to be heard. So.
Fuck that. Fuck that. No. You don't even have to do that, baby. It's fine. For 2 hours, we're mentally linked.
Okay, cool.
Bug in your ear.
Oh, I hate that.
Like tickles and burns.
No, stop! It's always been my fear.
Maybe I did it on purpose. I'm kidding.
Anyways, yeah, so, with the mental link, could I do vivid imagery instead?
We've established that.
Okay, so like, cue the flashback. You're gonna see a younger Niley. I think I established she was like early 20s/teens. Go into what you would assume is like her cities or little towns, like tavern, inn, etc.
Okay.
And have a confrontation with a man. I have to pull up the name.
That's fine. That's your memory.
I love that we designed some really fucked up characters.
Yeah, yeah, so, well, actually, you're gonna get a brief bit, like, about her childhood as well. Like, very dutiful, very hardworking, like,
Niley.
it was her and 11 other siblings. Celeste features in some of that flashback. Yeah, there's just so many. Kind of like absent father. You'll see a lot of hard-headedness with her mom and her.
Question, all Aasimar?
No. Aasimar are extremely rare. It was just 2 of us out of 11.
Okay.
Those are twins.
Because, Irish twins.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, born within a year of each other, and that was kind of like, I'd say, like, the rarity of that.
Disclaimer, Crit Eating Grin does not...
yeah, we love them over here.
So you're like celestial IVF babies, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
Kind of.
yeah.
Okay.
So, after, a rigorous day of just her everyday normal, she decided to hit up the local tavern and just relax for the first time, when she was, like, almost an adult. So, she had a night of drinking, got maybe a little too drunk, and as she was leaving, she ran into the son of a local parish. So, like, his dad ran the local town's church and stuff, and his son was the one she ran into.
So, like the vampire we just killed in Barovia? Cool.
Yeah, pretty much that. They did not get along. Like, his family and her entire family never got along, really.
Okay.
They were a bit on the wilder side. Like, they lived kind of in the forest. Only came into town when they had to do, like, trades and sell stuff. So, like, weren't super a part of the, like, town's, I'm trying to think of the word, but kind of like the town's morale. Like, they wouldn't show up for festivals unless they wanted to have a good time.
Okay.
As she was walking home after their altercation, his name was Isaac, and you'll see him kind of in her brain.
Okay.
That's right. That's me. That's what you'll see.
Yeah.
Do I hear that?
Voice.
Yeah, like the memory will talk at you.
Yeah.
Keep watching. That's what you'll hear.
And they go back and forth, just calling each other names, being really mean to each other. And finally something just kind of broke because he just kept calling out like what you would consider good attributes. But at that point, she was very tired of those attributes. Like, she's useful, she's strong, she's a good sister, like all that stuff. Just like it got to her, and she snapped. And what you'll see is she basically beat him to death with her fist and a rock.
A punch again.
Yeah.
Again. See? Brutal.
And then
And you're not fallen?
I made different choices. Yeah, she not only did that, but she hid the body in just this random patch of woods between their town and her house. And it never even said anything to anyone. Like, no one else knows this except you now. And then she went on and she told lies to everyone. She's like, no, we had that altercation. I never saw him after that night. And then she left.
All lies.
But you're a terrible liar.
Wouldn't have done it for so long, yes. But who would look at a dutiful daughter and think anything but? I was telling the truth. I was distraught that he was missing, is what they all believed.
How did you and Celeste fall apart?
I left.
Murdering somebody has a tendency to do that.
I left.
I really don't like you, Isaac. You can just fuck right off.
I left, and I went and I found a church that would take me, and I became a soldier, and then Celeste wrote me and said that our mother had died. And I could have gone to the funeral. I had so much time. I wasn't doing anything, and I didn't go. I think that's when Celeste and I fell apart fully. She's very matter of the fact about it. Like, she's never put a lot of emotion into it. Like, the day it happened was pretty much full of emotion for her, and like that next morning was kind of full of emotion. But after that, she's just shoved it down, and just anytime she's been forced to think about it, has never thought about it.
About your
like truly taking it
mother
in.
or the murder?
Yeah, both things at this point. The murder definitely, but her mother next. Anytime her mother's brought up, she's very like, oh, she was kind of just a floozy. She just did whatever she wanted. She knew nothing of respect and how to properly do things. Yeah.
Wait, who's the floozy? Mom or Celeste?
Celeste takes after Mom, so.
Oh, shit. That's all I care.
I love it. I love the image of like this entire conversation. You guys are just kind of like, we're like forcefully walking towards the gate, and Ben is just going.
Yeah. Niley's just staring forward. She's not acknowledging what she's thinking. She's just, again, very matter of the fact. This is what happened. This is what I did. Those are the facts.
The guard looking like, is she talking something?
She's a little constipated. Don't worry about it. Have you seen?
Yeah, I'm looking for someone who looks almost exactly like me. She's my sister. She goes by Celeste. She's with someone else called Nymora.
We have not.
And I'll turn into Nymora again. I look like this and just talk like Ben.
One guard gets surprised. The other one's like, "Oh, I've seen this trick before."
They haven't left.
We haven't seen them leave the gates.
If you do see them leave the gates, could you just tell them that I'm worried about them? And
where can we pass along the message?
We're staying at the inn in town. We're about to leave though for a brief period of time, but we should be coming back through, I would imagine.
Okay.
They know where we're going. They were there when we discussed everything. So
I would like to insight check the guards.
Sure.
Specifically for probably having had memory magic done to me at some point in my life,
Okay.
and like coming back from it
They've
and all
been
those
altered.
things. I want to see if they've been fucked with. No, there's no way. It's like a 2.
There is a raven. Flutters down. It'll land on Niley's shoulder. It has something clutched to its beak.
Hold my hand out.
There is this that falls.
Oh man. Ah! Oh no!
I'm gonna give the little raven a fist
You have
bump.
to read it out loud.
Oh, I
so
can't
that
even
the-
take it in at first.
So that the audience can hear it. You have to
Um,
catch all the emotion.
Her hands will be shaking. I assume it's in Celeste's handwriting.
Oh, 100%.
I'll go, okay, thank you, gods, thank you so much. And I'll just turn you around and start walking you.
Yeah.
As
Is the
it
crow
flies
still on my...
off.
Okay, I was like, is this all on my shoulder?
Okay.
Niley, we both have a past, separate and intertwined. You have secrets, and so do I. You're on a journey, and so am I. Please stay on the path to help Irina. She needs us. I need to find Ismark. I can't accept the fact that he's just gone. He needs us too. Our paths will cross again soon, same as they always do. Oh, God, they went back to... They had to have gone to where you went. Where did you go?
Ismark wasn't there.
Say it again, you broke up.
again.
Ismark wasn't there.
Are you sure he wasn't there?
Oh, he's sure.
I am sure.
She'll tuck that note away.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually, before you can, I would love to, if I can, sleight of hand it away from her.
You can try.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go with how do I want to play this one? So he's gonna do probably like sleight of hand versus. Let's just do a contest, sleight of hand contest.
Oh yeah, I'm real great at sleight of hand. No, he wins.
I might not. What did you get?
I got a 3.
Oh, no, I'm fine. I got a 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a 3. Actually, I also got a 3, but I have a +7.
Yeah, I have a 3, and I don't have any
So
modifiers.
as she tucks it away, your subtle gesture will. Yep, you'll.
Yeah,
get it.
I'll just be
You
like,
have it.
Niley, we're going to find her, and I'm going to take it, and I'm going to pocket it.
Sure.
And yes.
Niley, Namora didn't know us for long. She... fuck it. I'm not talking like Ben anymore. I'm talking like Neb. Look, something else is at play. There is... Ismark is a ruse. I spoke to Rhodes about it.
Stop your conversation. It clicks into your brain now. Conversation that you had with Niley was like, keep on the path. Keep doing what you're doing. Do you remember that now?
You mean Nymora?
I can read it again.
No.
Okay.
Not Niley. Nymora.
Oh, sorry.
Correct. Nymora. In the conversation, towards the end of the conversation,
Yes.
He was basically saying, keep doing what you're doing. Keep moving forward, essentially.
Yeah, she was like, we just gotta keep moving forward. Gotta keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Gotta keep moving forward.
Correct. That was a very subtle move on Ashley's part.
Are they fucking with our fates? Are they telling us that we have to find these things because our brethren are being held against us, that they are keep moving forward, keep finding the objects. Is Strahd using us to collect the weapons against him?
No. You genuinely understand that was her subtly saying, like in an underlying tone.
Oh, she knew that Celeste was going to leave.
Paths are going to separate here. Keep the group focused and fighting the good fight. Yes.
His sisters keep secrets.
That's when all this stuff started clicking. The note was read. It'll all trigger right now.
I obviously see Ben lose his shit for a moment, maybe.
You actually probably don't. You probably... what you will hear is a very silent fart.
Oh, okay.
But you'll hear him go, Niley, your mind needs a rest.
If you have this voice in your head, I'm sure you wouldn't be able to rest.
I've had voices in my head before. Niley, they're nothing but stories that we tell ourselves to hurt ourselves. That's what the voices in the heads are. He is nothing but a figment of yourself that you are trying to face and conquer. You destroyed this cruel boy once. Destroy him again. He is nothing but a story. A story you are telling yourself to hurt yourself.
Does the voice say anything at that?
It's quiet.
Okay.
And you know what? If you
we
need something
need to get on the road.
punch me.
I prefer to punch Strahd.
Punch me.
It was his stupid dragon.
Punch me. And he's gonna give you the most like shit-eating grin in the world.
Yeah. We have to go. We have to get this shit. Even if he does want us to collect it or whatever,
I'm gonna trip her.
We stand a better chance of having it than not.
I'm gonna trip her. I'm gonna stick my leg out and I'm gonna trip her.
Sure. You stumble.
Yeah.
Just so we're clear, my acrobatics for that would be a 24.
Yeah.
You could make a dex save if you can
I
catch
don't
yourself.
have the dex for that.
Okay.
Then,
Yep. You fall forward, clanging your
yeah,
armor.
It's so loud.
And I saw Isaac, right?
You know what he looks like.
Yeah. I'm gonna disguise self into Isaac.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh, I will obviously stand back up, and as I turn back, I'm wiping myself off. I'm like, Ben, what the fuck?
Punch me.
Can I don't know what role I would need to do, but I guess in that moment I would want Niley to discern if this is...
I feel like, out of instinct, you just want to punch this guy.
I would, actually.
So
you're
go
right.
Ahead.
Watch, I won't be able to do it now that I need to.
You suck. You're gonna miss.
Yeah, that's a fucking... that's 10?
Ben will just kind of, flavor-wise, he'll just kind of... he sees the punch coming at you and he just kind of deflects it, goes, well, now I'm over here.
You fight like a girl, switch over here.
Okay, that's 17.
A 17 will hit. That's
It's 4 damage. I don't have to roll.
I don't gotta roll. I'm sorry. Is that the best you can do?
Yeah, obviously an 11.
No.
He kind of steps out of the way again,
and now breaks us up.
Now he's gonna start kind of like running back to the blue water as if we're playing pretend like kids. Like he is trying to make such light of the situation and like try to find like a glimmer of hope. You gotta fucking catch me.
I really should have gone into bar that way. Instead of trying to punch him, I'd like to try to tackle him.
Sure. That's athletics.
23.
Oh, I'm sure you will catch up and tackle.
That's
a 20. Yeah.
Yeah, I just like flying tackle, like feet leave the ground, full of intentness.
Sure.
Yeah. Hopefully knock into a cart and just knock more things over.
At this point, there will be a nearby guard that says, hey, the two of you, break it up.
I think since it is more childlike, I think she would resort to just like grabbing mud if there's any nearby.
Sure.
Just like shoving in the face.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're such an asshole!
Just let it, I mean, at that point, I'll just like let it happen and I'll take another clod.
The guard says, oh, love a quarrel, never mind, walks away.
I'll take a clod myself and just like smack her in the side of the head with it. Like, just like, pow!
At this point, I'm pretty much certain she's definitely been.
So I feel like at this point,
I dropped it. At that point,
turn jovial enough. Yeah. To where it's very lighthearted to kind of bring you or center you back into a focus and kind of distract your brain enough to not dwell fast, right?
Yeah.
Where we're going?
And the moment that she knocks me in the face, I want to sever the mental connection. And I want to do it so subtly that she doesn't know that I've stepped away.
Sure. Just hear in your ear.
I'm
just kidding.
Gross!
Nightly. We are alive. We are laughing.
Kind of. To the first thing, but yeah.
Okay, take it to a room now. Get out of here.
Oh, okay!
The car
I
is
fight one dragon for you people, and you can't even let me throw mud at someone in the city.
died. Didn't really
Do you see
fight
me
it.
standing here?
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. Did you get up there and fight the dragon?
I was... Fair enough. Move
Yeah.
along.
Thank you. Anyways.
See, Niley? We're alive. So
I will stand up and kind of pull Ben up as
Sure.
well. If
just like a wet rag.
still,
It just kind of like slithers up.
Ugh. If you're still Isaac, have you changed back into Ben?
He's back to Ben, and he's gonna just very
Okay.
gently kind of touch your face,
Mud everywhere.
and you're actually gonna feel yourself totally clean. And I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation as I like clean her body and be like, Niley, we're gonna find you. Our paths will cross again. Yes,
I hope.
And there's like a moment of like twinkle in his eye. He's like, maybe Naimora is more fey than she's giving herself credit for. I don't entirely trust her, but Celeste can handle herself. So we'll stay the path. We'll stay the path.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming you guys will go into the tavern to
Yeah.
reconvene with
Grab
everyone.
everyone and go.
Sure, go ahead and grab them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Entering back into the tavern as it is quieted
Okay.
down.
You guys see Naimora enter totally clean, and Ben is just covered in mud. And he's gonna come bursting into the inn. He's going, she's gone crazy! She's attacked me in the streets! It's awful! No, I'm kidding. It's fine. We're totally good. Everything's fine. Everything's cool. And I'm gonna just clean myself.
So, yep, there you
Yeah.
go.
He's covered in mud for real though.
Yes, and then he cleans himself with press.
And then you actually watch him cast Prestidigitation, and he's like fucking pristine.
I look at Niley like, clarify anything, or...
He's ridiculous as normal. We should get going. Celeste and Naimora had something else to do.
Okay, well...
I think we could...
That's kind of what my thoughts are, too. I'm going to let the barkeep know. Thanks. I know I kind of created a little bit of a hysteria there.
Just a bit.
Are you behind? Are you on the negative side on the ale, or are you still good?
Best I can
Financially?
do.
But you're having problem with the wine?
Yes, our shipment of wine is delayed.
Well, if
Significant.
we're headed that way, do you want us to look
Abnormally?
into it?
But where are you heading?
North?
West
Well, north and also
and south. Really, all directions?
we're going a lot of places in a few days.
I mean, if you want to look into it, that's not going to hurt my feelings.
Well, favor for a favor,
We'll look
right?
into it.
Sure, he's going to tell you. Let's find said page that he gets his wine from someone called the Wizard.
Okay.
They live in a lake.
Two birds, one stone situation. You know what I mean?
And they live in a lake.
I think on what's his name's map, it's I think it was over on like western Barovia.
Mhm.
Yes, I think so
Kind of
too.
by where the abbey is.
So he will give you kind of the rough directions and say it's been quite some time and his supplies are running low and he should have had several shipments by now.
Okay. If you stumble that way, we'll definitely inquire, or
Thank
at
you.
least investigate.
He would definitely appreciate that.
Currently, we're going to be heading towards our first destination, and our compatriots are aware. So if they do show up, just kind of give them that weird, like they went to the next place. And obviously only
Sure.
tell them.
Yep, I can do that. I'll pass along the message. And that'll conclude the tavern scene as Esmeralda is like, are we ready?
We're ready.
Where are we going
Actually,
first?
could I do one more? I'm just fucking around. We're totally ready.
For the
No.
camp.
None of you are leaving. Rhodes stands up.
Okay, so she will lead you to the camp as Rictavio will look to Esmeralda. He said, you can find me at the wagon when you have concluded your business. I convene with you there. She nods and acknowledges, and then she's going to lead the party kind of outside of Valaki. There's a little pathway just outside of Valaki, and then she's going to start weaving into the woods. Now, one thing everyone begins to notice is the fog is definitely there, and it is starting to consume the group as you walk, because you don't have Irina, so there is no protective bubble. Now you guys are subject to whatever may or may not happen.
Even with Esmeralda a Bastani?
She is.
Does she seem affected by the mists?
She is being affected by the mist.
Oh, that's weird.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
She says, tread cautiously and stick together. She starts to lead you down a very ominous-looking cliche pathway into the woods.
Could we all get on the cart, or is it too back heavy?
The cart would be able to hold everyone, yes. Who is going to drive the cart? Because now you have no drivers.
We've got
Mark and Celeste who drove the wagon.
Don't we have Avram?
Oh, yeah, he can do that. Sure.
Avram was a horse. Surely he can drive.
He climbs onto the wagon, and it groans tremendously under the girth of his manhood.
His manhood.
And it kind of like squeaks a little bit, and he's like, oh, this is definitely better than... Sorry, fellow. He looks to the horse.
10 days.
So he will snap the reins loosely, like a nudge, and then the wagon will begin to move.
I look over at Esmeralda and say, don't worry, as we checked, this is not a human as a horse. So we're good.
Yes, it took them quite some time to figure that out with me anyway, is what I would say. You guys will begin, like if the camera was looking at you, you will start to travel into the light fog, and then it just kind of like turns into a silhouette as the fog kind of closes like a curtain kind of behind you. And I think that's where we're going to close this episode out. Pick back up to the next time in our next episode, we will dive into the Vistani camp as you arrive. Hopefully everybody's going to have some time to decompress all the trauma that was created.
In the midst that creates additional trauma.
Yeah.
And prepare yourself for more trauma
as
it just gets better. I'm the Grin Master. You've been watching Crit Eating Grin. We want to thank you for doing that. Please subscribe if you haven't to help support us. You can check us out on socials. We post pictures and all kinds of things on there. We're at Facebook, Instagram at Crit Eating Grin, Threads, and Instagram. Did I say that right? Instagram and Threads. Yeah, sure. It's been a long day. Crit_eating_grin. And until next time, please keep grinning.